you maintain a balance and keep your kids from like having a chip on their shoulder or being mad about what's going on today, but still having some hope and going forward?
Well, I think that there's nothing wrong with them being emotional about what's going on, and because that gives them I think that helps to feed however it is that they approach it. I mean, I listen to some of these young people out here today, the kids from Parkland, some of whom were on Martha's Vineyard, talking about their situations, and I'm very impressed that they have embraced activism. And I think that if we of an older generation can embrace them as they go forward in whichever way they've chosen, I think that's the most positive way to approach it, because we do have something to teach them. I mean, those of us who grew up in the civil rights movement, even before the civil rights movement, but especially that period where there were barriers knocked down and destroyed by younger people, we have those lessons to learn. And I don't think that things change that much. I mean, you see students out here protesting and they have their flags raised and their hands raised. And so I just hope that we have what I'd like to think of as a coalition of the generation, so that we work together in approaching these ongoing problems. I mean, we talk about our country from day one, as in the Constitution, it talks about a more perfect union, which means that it's not perfect. And the founders were prescient in that. They understood that we're all human beings and we're going to have issues. And so what we have to do is teach our children that the moral arc is long, but it does in fact bend towards justice. It's just how you get there and how you approach it. And I think that there's nothing better than the coalition of the generations, where we, the older generation, teach our. I think there's nothing better than having us, the older generation, help our younger generation appreciate our history, learn the parts of our history where activists like Sojourner Truth and Harriet Tubman and Ida B. Wells, to name a few women, but there were also men like Frederick Douglass and others who actually confronted the racism of their day. Let's teach our children our history as a part of the armor that they will need as they go forward to take control of their own lives and destiny.